Happy Halloween, everybody, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We are currently up in the northern part of Idaho in Sandpoint, and we have a short load, 146 miles, over to Colville, Washington. Now, Sandpoint and Colville have one thing in common, and that's you don't really go there in ATS unless you have a load there. Let's take a look at the map quick. You'll see they're at the very northern tip of the United States, so you usually don't get this far north unless those are precisely where you're going. So I'm pretty excited to go to Colville. When I saw the load for Colville, I'm like, oh, I gotta take that because I think I've only been there once, and I have like what does it say, 430 hours in ATS. I mean, I've done a few hundred loads, and so this will only be my second time in Colville. I think. I really only remember going there once, and that was to cross it off my list of destinations I have not been to yet. Should be a great drive. I remember it being a pretty drive over there, but heck, that was years ago, so maybe I'm wrong. There's traffic coming. Hey, we did it. We didn't hit anybody. This is a pretty big lake here in Idaho. So we're headed south towards Coeur d'Alene, and I think when we get to Coeur d'Alene, we're gonna head back north, west again, straight to Colville. Actually, maybe Colville. Let's see. Let's look. I think it's Colville. Colville could be either. Pronounced either way, I guess. So, if you're watching this and you know, is it Colville or Colville? I can see how it could be either, I suppose. If you know, let me know in the comment section down below. I said before in the last video, man, Idaho is just one of my favorite states to drive in. I really enjoy it. Beautiful state. Also, the first DLC that I had to wait for. It was the first DLC that came out after I started playing the game. I think I started playing around the time Utah came out, a little bit after that. So Idaho was the first map I was hyped to come out and play on. And now we have a release for Louisiana, so we don't have a release date yet, but they released the gameplay trailer. And whenever they release the gameplay trailer, you know that the actual release of the DLC is right around the corner. I would guess probably 4 to 5 weeks on that. So it won't be long. End of November, beginning of December, it would be my guess on that. I think I saw somewhere, SES said we were already at almost 1 million of the 1.5 million miles for the event, which seems really quick. ATS and Euro Truck Simulator must really be thriving right now for this event. That seems a little bit quicker than the other years we've completed it as a community. Are we gonna get a ticket? I got one yesterday. So I took a load yesterday. I didn't record it, but I took a load we were in Grangeville, Idaho, and I took a load up to Sandpoint, which was only maybe the second or third time I feel like I've been to Sandpoint. So it's always fun to go to those cities that aren't often traveled through frequently, like Salt Lake City, or I don't know. I feel like I'm always headed through Salt Lake City, or I feel like I go through Denver quite a bit. When I'm at least in this part of the Midwest, the Rocky Mountain area. Oh, we are not going to get lucky on this one. We gotta go stop into the way station. We probably have a little bit of truck damage. I wouldn't be surprised from those trees in Brackenreach. I don't think we'll get a ticket though. We are loaded. Oh, you guys get to bypass, huh? Those lucky suckers got the bypass. Alright, well, let's pull up here and see what we weigh. We weigh 74,206 pounds. It's all treats, officer. Probably from Brackenreach Castle. This guy gonna let us go? Oh yeah, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. This truck isn't the fastest. Let's see, I might have seen a service station up here. Let's look at the map real quick. Oh, we have a detour anyway, it looks like. Yes, there's a service station. So we're gonna pull in here. We're gonna tweak a few things. We do have a detour, but hopefully we can just jump back on the interstate. Hopefully it's just this overpass that's shut down. I think I hear a life flight helicopter, so hopefully everything's going okay. Oh yeah, I see him up there. We got a car on its side. I hope everybody's okay. Alright, let's turn right here. I think we're good on fuel. Just want to pull into the service station here. Make a few modifications to the truck. You know, I don't think I was supposed to pull in the cars only area. That's on me, I'm sorry. I am sorry about that. It worked out though. Alright, we don't need to rest. We don't need to rest right now. We have scales, here we go. Pull up here. Look, I just want to swap out a couple decorations, that's all. Alright, let's see, what can we do? I'm gonna go to the inside, we're gonna switch you out. I guess for a spider. Or do we want the Grumpy Ghost? Maybe we'll go with the Grumpy Ghost. Okay, we'll go with the Grumpy Ghost, and then we'll swap out our hood ornament. Not our hood ornament, but we want the Scarecrow. I don't know. Or the Hanging Bat. The Hanging Bat's pretty cool. Or I think we'll go with the Hanging Bat this time. Now let's hope that the interstate isn't shut down up here. Oh, see the... Looks like the... What the heck's going on here? It looks like the eyes on the tree light up. That's pretty cool. I don't know if the swinging ghost does anything. Alright. I still have the helicopter up there. And it doesn't look like we're shut down here, so I think we have a really minor detour. Which I have detours turned down way low, so it's a really small % chance of happening. I don't feel like detours are all that common, and if you leave them where the game puts them, man, you'll have a detour every other load. And a detour in ATS is not like a detour in real life, where you a lot of times you have to go way out of your way. But hey, maybe one of these days we'll crank the detours up and, and see how bad it really gets for us. That might be fun. ATS Detour Challenge. Alright, Newport, Colville. We're going to want to turn up here. If there's anybody beside us. Oh, the bat swings too, that's pretty cool. Today is October 24th. Not sure this is going to come out on the 24th, but today I hit 50 subscribers, so I'm pretty excited about that. I sat at 49 for the past 3 days, and I was like, man, we are so close to that milestone. And I finally hit 50, so I'm pretty excited about that. We're in Spokane right now. There's a few roads here I haven't traveled on. I don't feel like I've been to Spokane in a while, but that could be a lie. Maybe we came through here not long ago. I know we came through the corner of Washington, right? Because not long ago we came from Bozeman or Missoula, one of the two. From Montana, we went into Oregon. Might have came through Spokane, I don't quite remember. There's a Volvo dealer. I don't have much desire to drive a Volvo. I've heard they're really good trucks in the game, probably really good trucks in real life, but I don't know. The Volvos aren't calling to me. I have a few other trucks I want to try out. I would like to get my International Cascadia up to 40,000 miles, so it's only a couple thousand away. And then I would like to do a few more logging loads with the 49X. And then I might switch to an older modded truck from there in the future. That will probably be, that might be 2026. But it could be sooner. We'll see how it goes. I have 8 loads to do for the Hauloween event. So I'll be driving this truck for those. And I'll use the 49X because I want to do a few more logging. And then I don't know what I'm going to use for the Christmas event. That might be when I switch back to the International. I switch back to the Cascadia for that. That way I can finish up those last few thousand miles, and then maybe we'll switch to a modded truck. But heck, we're going to have the Louisiana event soon also, so maybe I can use a modded truck for the Louisiana event. I guess it'll depend, because it's probably going to need updated. The game's probably going to need updated. It might break the mod, so we'll just have to see. But I plan on using a modded truck soon. I'll use a free one off the Steam workshop. Really gloomy. Really gloomy here in Washington. "32 miles left to go." Sorry I had that up on the bottom the whole time. It's kind of immersion braking, but it's not. I guess it's not that bad when it's at the bottom of the screen. I got a really busy few days coming up. So I don't know what my schedule's going to look like. I'm for sure recording this one for at least for Wednesday. So this might not come out till I think it's the 29th. Unless I get something else recorded today, but I'm just so busy the next few days that I'm not sure I'll be able to. So this will probably end up being Wednesday's episode. And then I might get some time around Thursday to record again. Today's really my only day until Thursday to record, so I have a football game to go to tonight. My son's last football game. He's a senior. And then, I might have time to do something after that. It just kind of depends. And then I'll be out of town for a day and a half. And then I gotta work out of town for a couple days, so I won't be back home till Wednesday evening. About the time this video probably comes out, I'll be thinking about coming home, so I'll be a few hours away from coming home. And then maybe things will slow down just a little bit for me. My youngest son also starts basketball practice tonight, so. Alright, we are in Colville. Doesn't look like I've ever delivered to this area up here. Over here it's gray, not yellow. Let's say Eddie's hardware store. I think that might have been what it was. All right, where deliveries go back there. Boy, that's probably gonna be a tough one. Let's try it. Let's do it. I don't know if there's gonna be room to kind of turn back here or not. This one really might be a pain. Let's see if we can get up here and kind of turn around. In here, I don't know if we'll be able to or not. We are sure gonna try though. It is going to be a tight one. Alright, I think that's centered pretty good right there. That was a little tricky one, wasn't it? Alright. The trip to Colville is complete. Alright, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. Let myself and YouTube know that you enjoyed the video. And if you haven't already, consider hitting the subscribe button. That way you can stay up to date with everything that's going on the channel. Thanks again for watching. Happy Halloween, and I will see you on the next one.